Hi, this is Keitaro Harada, Music and Artistic Director of your Savannah Philharmonic, and welcome to Opus 5 of Soundtrack of Savannah.
Hi, I'm Shannon Browning-Mullis, Executive Director of the Juliette Gordon Low Birthplace. We're happy to have you here today.
So Daisy was introduced to Girl Guides in England, and she was doing that activity out in England. How does that come into Girl Scouts, and then how does Savannah come into place?
Dreams will all come true, growing old with you.
She finds out about Girl Guides in England, she works with them in Scotland, and then she comes back to Savannah after having lived in the UK for a number of years, and really feels like the girls of America deserve this opportunity too. And so she founds Girl Scouts right here in Savannah. This is where the first troops are. And later she has this painting commissioned. This is not a formal portrait that you would expect. She's not sitting up straight with all the buttons done. She's herself. She's relaxed, her tie is kind of messy. I just think it says a lot about who she is. And she even has on her wedding ring, which we always think a lot about because she was a widow at this point and her marriage hadn't been particularly happy when her husband was alive, but she chose still to have that painted into the portrait. She's from Savannah. She was born in this house, in fact, in 1860. She got married in this house in 1886, and in 1912, she founded the Girl Scouts in this house.
And the things you've planned need a helping hand.
So this is Nina Pape, and she is one of the stars of our story because she is Juliette Gordon Low's cousin, but she also was the founder of the Pape School, which was a girls' school here in Savannah. Very much part of the progressive era education innovations, and she is the woman that Juliette called when she decided to found Girl Scouts.
That's when I'll be there always, not for just an hour,
Music has been a huge part of Girl Scouts since the movement started in 1912. The book you're holding there is actually from 1925, so pretty early on. She was hard of hearing from some accidents in her early life, and her mother actually bought her a Victrola because she said it might help her hearing to exercise the ear. She loved music. She was not a musician, but she loved music. She loved opera particularly, and she would take this instrument with her to Girl Scout troops and to Girl Guide troops because, of course, it was the newest technology at the time, and these were girls who both wouldn't have access to that technology, but also to live performances. So the girls were able to have a cultural experience that they would never have had otherwise.
always. Days may not be fair, always.
So you can see a portrait of Nellie behind me. That's Juliette's mother. She was a huge music lover, opera lover, so Juliette grew up around that. It was natural for her to include it in the Girl Scout movement. So music's a huge part from day one. They're singing around campfires, they're singing when they're marching, doing activities and ceremonies. Many versions of these songbooks are published, and Girl Scouts still use them today.
As always.